Okay, so we are recording now. So as I said, we will start by reviewing what you needed to do last week. Okay, I'll share my screen with you, and then we'll look at what you have to do this week. If you have any questions, as always, over in the corner, just type your question into the chat bar, and I'll come back and have a look at it in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you now. Okay. Hopefully you can see my screen now. So here we are. We start as always in the Schoology page, and we'll have a look at what you did last week, just quickly. Okay, and with reference mainly to the assignments that have been handed in, and also to the quizzes that you need to do. Okay, I'm a little bit worried that some people aren't handing in assignments or doing the quizzes, and I'm not sure if people have dropped out or whether they are just struggling to keep up with the work. So as always, you should go to the instructions and read the instructions. Okay, so there was another textbook assignment. We'll have a quick look at that in a moment. The sentence combining as always, but let's just have a quick look and see what the instructions said. So last week, all right, there was the WebEx session. Okay, 19 people turned up. If you didn't see it and you want to, that is the recording. Okay, the recording was also put. Oh no, it wasn't. I was going to put it down here as well. Looks like I've only put it in the one spot. Okay, so the recording is here. I'll do the same thing this week. You had to do a 4-paragraph. You had to check your answers for the 4-paragraph essay. Then you had to do the textbook quiz, all right, and then the textbook assignment. So let's have a look at those things. I think the quiz link was in here. Okay, you had to answer the questions from after reading the textbook. The idea is the quiz activity is designed to guide you through the textbook. So even if I'm not showing it to you on screen, if I'm not showing it to you live in class, so you can't ask questions straight away, the quiz questions will hopefully highlight the important ideas from the textbook. So do these activities, okay? They will teach you the essay writing techniques, skills that you need to be able to write your essay. That's why I do these, okay? These are not meant to be assessing what you know. These are meant to be guiding you through what you don't know, which is why I let you do them twice, and why I really don't mind if everybody gets 100%. That would be great. So let's have a look and see what you did last week. Okay, just quickly, this is our class, okay, the Kobe Writing English class. 39 students have signed up for it. So I think nearly everybody in the class has registered. Okay, if you don't see, but 2 of those are me. Okay, so that's actually only 37 students. If you don't see your name here, all right, please register. Okay, let's look at the reports. And last week's report was here. So writing an outline, that one. Let's have a look and see how everybody went. And as I said, you had 2 chances to do this, okay? Happy for everybody to do it twice, okay? That means you're looking at the material twice, which is great. If you get 100%, that is also awesome. I'm really happy with that. Now, what I'm worried about is the people down here who have not done it. Okay, that means you are maybe not even reading the textbook. So I'm not sure how you are going to write your final essay if you aren't learning the material, okay? So if you are down here, that's bad. I am going to actually send out an email this week. I'm going to work out who has done what, who has been handing in assignments, and I'm going to catch up with those people who haven't been doing it and just ask you why. Okay, I need to know, is it a technical issue? Is it a problem that you have with the material, or have you just decided to give up and not do the course this semester, this quarter? Okay. Okay, so those people who have done this, well done. Okay. And we'll go back. Oh, just a quick note. Also, in the Schoology page, we have 46 students in a class of 40. Okay, that also worries me. I think some of you have 2 logins. If you do have 2 logins, let me know which one is the correct one, and I will remove the other one. Okay. All right, so that was the first thing you had to do, essay outline. Then there was the textbook activity. I'm not going to open that up because I'll just show you the answers from the week 5 textbook activity. And of course, sentence combining. There was a question about one of the sentences in the question combining. However, I did check it and everything seems to be okay. Okay, and most people are doing quite well with it. Again, I don't mind if everybody gets 100%. Sentence combining is really useful for you when you write your essays. If you do these activities and you practice combining short sentences into longer sentences, that is a really good skill for you to use when you write your essay. Okay? It means that your essays will be better and you will get more marks when you write your essays. So do the sentence combining, do it twice. I think you have that opportunity. It's good practice. And last week, you had to do the quizzes, you had to finish the textbook assignment, and you had to do the sentence combining. That was it. I just want to have a quick look at who did do the textbook. And then we'll move on and have a look at this week's. Okay. As I said, 36 people have submitted. Okay, well done. These are the people who haven't, and I will be chasing you up. Now, I think that some of these are the double, the people who have 2 accounts. Okay, some of these people must be the people who have 2 accounts. So if I can remove those accounts, then you don't show up here. If you can see your name here, but you know that you have submitted your assignment, that means you probably have got 2 Schoology accounts. We need to remove one. So let me know. All right? But if you haven't submitted your assignment and you see your name here, expect an email from me asking you why. Okay, so let's go to week 4. Having said that, I think that the 12 or 13 people who are actually watching this now aren't those people who haven't submitted. All right. So in week 5, we're getting close to the end of the quarter. So again, instructions, assignment, sentence combining. We'll start with the instructions. You should always do this. Always read what you need to do for each week, and at the end of the week, always go through the check, the homework check, to make sure you've done everything. So this week, our WebEx session, which we are doing now, review the answers from last week, do the quizzes looking at this week's textbook activities. We'll have a look at those together. Then do the actual assignment, okay, the activities in the textbook, and then do your sentence combining. All right, now the review. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah, so the review, the answers, most of the answers were given to you in this week's assignment. Okay, they're given to you as a Word document. I'll open it up and have a look at it. But there was one activity which was reviewed using quizzes. Okay, now the link to the quizzes review is here. And we'll just have a look. Okay, and I think that's for the textbook activity. And on the next page is the review. Yep, this one here. So this is the review of writing an outline. Okay, the answers are in here. Okay, so if you do this, you will get the answers to the material in the textbook anyway. Okay, so that's this week. You have until next Wednesday, 9 o'clock to do this. Okay. Now it actually will tell you, just a reminder, the cutoff for these quizzes is required by quizzes. When I assign this to you, I have to put an end date on it. And the end date is always the following Wednesday, 9 o'clock. If you miss the cutoff, you can't do the quiz. You won't get any grades. You'll get 0 for it. Okay, so don't miss the cutoff. Okay, to those people who've done it, well done. To the rest of you, when you are ready, please go and review. All right. Let's come back to here. And so the next thing you need to do really is open up your textbook, go through, read through those pages, 71, 72, and 74. And then do the quizzes with the textbook in your hand, okay? You want to have this open on those pages while you're doing it. It's not meant to be a test, okay? It's not something which is testing what you already know. The idea of the quizzes is to guide you through the material in the textbook in a way that it highlights what the important ideas are, okay? So do the quizzes after you have read through, and then read through again to answer the questions. And you can do it twice. All right, so let's have a look at the assignment. As always, it basically has a Word document attached to it. Okay, the Word document is here. Click on that. It'll open up here. We always start with the answers for the previous week. There was a mistake last week. Okay, the mistake was this, writing an outline. You had to use a different PDF to the PDF in the book. Now I sent that out to you as an announcement on Schoology, but I also attached it to the Word document, okay, actually to the assignment from last week. So hopefully you all were able to do that. The idea last week was to create an outline, to understand how to create an outline, okay? And the reason for that is because you need to write your own outline. And you need to write your outline so that you are ready to write your essay. Now, this is the quizzes that I just talked about, which reviewed this question. You should have already done this question in the assignment. This was just a review of the answers. So you can refer to your assignment when you do the quizzes. All right. We just talked about this, okay? This was also in the instructions page, okay? So it guides you through the book. And now looking at introductions and conclusions, the other questions. And these questions also are designed to guide you through the important points of writing introduction, an introduction paragraph, okay? And the important points of writing an conclusion paragraph. So the first paragraph of your essay, possibly the most important, Okay, it has your thesis statement, it has the background, and they call this the funnel introduction because it looks like a funnel. You start with general ideas and you move down into your specific idea, which is your argument. That's your thesis statement. All right? So you start general, giving background, and then you narrow it down and then you say, okay, this is what I think. Bang. And that's your introduction. Okay, so it explains how to write that, how to write a strong introduction. Okay, you have to, this week you have to say which ones are strong and which ones are weak, and then you have to rewrite the weak ones to make them stronger. Then on page 74, okay, there are 3 different types of introduction. Okay, they explain them here. What type of information does each introduction contain? Okay, there are 3 introductions on page 58. I think I put them down here somewhere. Yep, there you go. These 3. Okay, each one of those contains a different type of introduction. Okay, each one contains one of these 3 types. Which one is it? You just have to write down the type. Now, you have to look at the essay on page 57. This one. I beg your pardon. This is the one which had the mistake. Okay, this is the one that has the mistake. And I have added the correct one here, I think. Okay. Label the 3 parts of this essay, introduction, body, and paragraph. Okay. Which conclusion technique did it use? This is not the mistake. I beg your pardon. This one is correct. So in your textbook, you can use this one, okay, or you can just refer to this photo or picture that I have put into the assignment for you. Just make it bigger using this. Okay, you can make it bigger, just using the word function to make it bigger. So which conclusion technique did it use? Which sentence in the conclusion restates the thesis statement? And then look at page 75. That's page 75. Write the number for the matching restated thesis statement. Now what it's saying here is that in the introduction, you write your thesis statement. Okay, that's your argument. In the conclusion, you should also write your thesis statement, but not exactly the same way. You have to say it in a different way. But it's important that you say it again in the conclusion because you want to remind your reader what your main idea was. So the question here is, okay, you've got the introductions and you've got the conclusions. So which one of these matches up with which one of these? Okay, so A, write down the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 that matches the introduction. Which of these is the best concluding paragraph? Okay, for exercise 3 on page 58. Just write it in here. And then submit it. Make sure you save this on your PC, okay, and then submit to me. Okay, so let's go back and have a look. Takuya has already finished, well done. All right, so we'll go back to the instructions. And we'll just cover what you have to do this week. And I might just quickly talk about what you have to do next week. All right. So you have to do the quizzes, review, okay, outlining an essay. You have to do the introduction and conclusions for this week using your textbook. Okay, so this is a review of a question that you did from last week. This is a reading activity to introduce introductions and conclusions this week. Then answer the questions in the Word document, save them, submit them, and then make sure you do the sentence combining. Now, next week, okay, I haven't published it yet, but I want to just let you know how everything's going to work. So next week, you are going to write your paragraph outline. Okay, so that's what the assignment will be next week. You won't be doing any textbook material. You will take material from you'll take a thesis statement, a topic from the textbook, which you have already looked at, or you should have. You will choose one topic, and this activity is all about how to choose a good topic. Once you've chosen that topic, then you will write your outline. You won't write the essay, okay? Don't write full sentences. You should just be putting in notes to write an outline. And the idea of the outline, which is what you should have done last week, is really just to give the structure and plan out your essay. It'll help you with the writing of the essay. Then in week 7, you will take your outline and you will write your essay. You will do a self-edit once and then submit a final draft. So everything has to be finished by June 29th, I think it is. Okay, I beg your pardon, June 24th. Okay, so that's in 2 weeks. You will submit your final essay. I think it's worth about 30 or 40% of your grade. All right, so that's just to give you an idea of what's coming ahead. So this week, that's what you need to do. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now so I can see if anybody has asked questions. Okay, nope, nobody's asked questions. If you have any questions, as always, just send them to me, all right, through Schoology, or nobody's actually done it, but if you want to, you can post them on the forum in here, okay? Some of the other classes I have, this is very, very busy. This one, nobody's actually put anything. But if you have a question, either send it to me privately or send it to me. Oh, you can't see what I'm showing you, can you? I beg your pardon. Send it to me through the All General Questions forum or send it to me through the mail. Okay, that's it for today. There were only 12 people here today. You're probably not the ones who need the help. I will be contacting those who do. All right, so I wish all of you good luck this week. Stay safe. Things, I think, are getting better. I might even see you in the classroom in quarter 3. At this stage, quarter 2, 90% chance it's going to be online again. Okay? That's the way it's looking at the moment. It's not 100%. Okay, we heard from the university administration saying we think it's likely that it will be online, but they haven't made their decision yet, and they're not actually going to make the decision until the end of quarter 1. So they're not giving us very much time to plan for quarter 2, but I'm going to plan for the fact that we will be online, and I suggest that you do as well. Anyway, in the meantime, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all again next week. Okay, so I will stop recording now.